Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome to yet another GGvision Starcraft2 Colosseum, here with our new, it's a very special gladiator, Mondragon, fighting Empire.Kas here on Typhon Peaks. But that is only partly why this is a very special episode, because I have a guest extraordinaire with me today, Dario TLO Wunsch. Welcome to the show.
I'm glad to be here. Hello Sebastian, how are you doing?
I'm doing very well. It's a sunny day here in the south of Sweden, though I hear it's raining a lot in Stockholm where you live these days. But in my mind all is good, because I am casting with you, my friend, and that's a very nice thing indeed.
Yeah, absolutely. The rain should not bother me anyways, as I am inside, casting with you likewise.
Indeed, and of course that is what we call a GG lifestyle. Now, tell us, first of all, Dario, before we go into other amazing things, why is Mondragon so awesome?
Well, he's a truly legend of StarCraft 1. He's been one of the best players in the foreigner scene in the entire world. He's always been around. He's so old school that I was a little child when I still remember his games. And yeah, he's a creative player, and he just keeps surprising people over and over again.
That he does, and for newcomers to the scene, they may or may not be entirely familiar with this legend. They saw him briefly in the Team Liquid Star League number 3, into which he was seeded from his Brood War accomplishments, and even though he was very creative, now going for a fast expansion, he did not last too long. But for old schoolers out there, they just love seeing this, and here they're fighting on Typhon Peaks. I must admit I haven't played this map myself, but I believe you do. What can you tell us about it?
Well, it's not one of my favorite maps, I have to be honest. It's very gimmicky. As you can see, the natural is very wide open space, allowing Zerg for very strong, powerful early attacks. And Zerg players often favor that strategy, especially on those positions. As you can see, Terran and Zerg spawn extremely close, and as soon as Terran settles down at the natural, he can start slow pushing through the destructible rocks and basically attack the natural of Zerg in a really quick fashion.
Well, we'll just have to see if that comes into play. Empire.Kas now going for his own fast expansion and chasing out Mondragon's drone, and is already constructing a second barracks, so some sort of early pressure is definitely coming up, I must predict. Have you fought Mondragon or Empire.Kas recently on the ladder or in tournaments, Dario?
I played Kas in the Daily Motion Cup in the group stage, where he defeated all of us easily.
He's quite a beast, isn't he?
Yeah, he is extremely strong. So what I can say about Kas is he's an extremely solid player, always goes for macro builds, barely goes any for gimmicky builds, and yeah, I think Kas and Mondragon are both very two different kinds of players.
Very. Yes, Mondragon is the very opposite. He is very creative, smart, and unorthodox by nature. And here we saw Kas begin what was a bunker rush that has at least been thwarted for now. Mondragon pulling drones and killing off that SCV, but maybe it was not really meant to be a full-on bunker rush, rather putting on some early pressure. And as you said, Kas, who took 3rd place in the Team Liquid Star League, by the way, has impressed us all so much, and he plays a very relentless standard Terran. Apparently he ladders so much that he has appropriated a style that is very safe and solid in order to simply counter everything and find the best hole into which he can breach. And you said he defeated you and all the others in the Daily Motion Cup quite convincingly.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's not like nobody had a shot against him, but he just plays very strong in every series, and well, he just knows what he's doing. But that game he actually went for a pretty strange build, considering it's Typhon Peaks in my opinion. He went for 4 early barracks without a gas, now throwing down the gas, which is very late, and which would have led him in a really vulnerable position against any early Speedling, Baneling, Bus, but Mondragon on his side didn't opt to go for anything like that, so it might work out for Kas in his favor to going for what he went for.
Maybe that's why he placed that feigned bunker there, in order to put Mondragon on the defensive, in order to pull off such a early move, getting his gas so late and getting 4 barracks up before many Marines had been put up to defend. And here we see a whole gaggle of Zerglings. I don't know if that is the correct term, but still circumventing everything and making sure not to be spotted by that eastern Salnaga watchtower that Kas is controlling. And it seems like Mondragon will now try to do what he does best, which is Zerg shenanigans.
Absolutely, I love that play. Just going around, the Marines are completely out of position. I imagine him splitting up his forces. With some Zerglings he's gonna go in the natural, some forces sending into his main, unless his depot goes up, so that is gonna be denied. But beautiful play. He's gonna be taking out a lot of SCVs, taking out the bunker, while Kas is going for a counter-attack in Mondragon's main, but there are simply too many Zerglings. He's gonna be taking out almost all Marines instantly.
Indeed, he completely took out that early attack, maybe only lost a queen and a couple of Zerglings, and now it seems Kas is not very happy at all, judging from the dots in the chat, having to land his orbital up in his main base, and here he leaves without a GG. Well, what do you know? There you see some short and brief, but very lovely Mondragon magic. It seems like the Ukrainian Terran menace Empire.Kas is not invulnerable after all.
No, absolutely not. I think he did a mistake actually almost all Terran players are doing, and I always ask myself why not more Zerg players exploit that completely openness of counterattacks. In so many cases, Terran moves out with all his forces, leaving his natural completely vulnerable to that kind of attack with a few dozen of Zergling, which can be absolutely devastating and doesn't really leave Zerg in an undefendable position, because you only need so few Zerglings to do so much damage.
Exactly, and Kas didn't even take that threat seriously. He had a bunker up for that purpose, but it had no Marines in it, and this could have been a Brood War game in essence, and that is of course where Mondragon excels. This is not unit-specific wins or anything. This is just strategic thinking. He leaves himself exposed. I'll go in and kill him, and Kas couldn't even be asked to GG out of it. So humiliating was his defeat. Lovely stuff.
Absolutely, I liked it a lot, and I'm hoping to see a lot more from Mondragon in the future, and to him to win tournaments as well.
Well, Dario, maybe we should cast another game of Mondragon then.
Absolutely, I'd love that.
Alright, coming right up. GG for now.
Adjutant online. Building registry. Hostile